This is all the ingredients for the salad. So here you have the carrots, the bean sprouts, the mint. This is the green mango, which has been shredded. Here you have the red cabbage, and you can see how it's been cut up in what kind of size there. And this is soaked in water and salt. And here's the red onions, which are kind of in big pieces like this, also soaked in water and salt. Here's the chicken there, the small piece of ginger, the sugar, fish sauce, the limes. This is about 3 limes that were squeezed. This is crushed peanuts, and this is fried onions. And here we have the small red peppers. Those are the kind you want to get, the fresh red peppers, and also some garlic and some pepper over here. So this basically is the ingredients that you need to be able to make this wonderful summer salad. Now for the chicken, we're going to put in the ginger there. You can see it's just sort of in big chunks, but sort of sliced and cut up, and then the chicken. And all you're going to do is you're just going to boil it and allow it to boil. And we'll put in a little bit of salt in it too, about a teaspoon of salt together with it. And you just sort of let it boil because we want the chicken to be able to shred, because this will be like a shredded kind of chicken. So we just put the lid on it and let it boil. This chicken is going to need to boil for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, depending upon your stove that you have. You want it to be cooked quite well, because you're going to sort of shred the chicken. And it's important that you boil it together with the ginger and a little bit of salt. So this is the chicken. So now I'm here with Sue, and we've taken the cabbage and the onions out of the water, just drained them. And we're going to put them now into a bowl and mix them up. You see she's using gloves here, or you can use a spoon if you want to. We just find sometimes the gloves are easier to really be able to mix them well. She's going to put in now the green mango. And she's going to mix that up. And the bean sprouts. You just mix it all up together. And some carrots. And mix that up there. So you just want it to be really well mixed together. Just put a little bit of mint in, but I guess it doesn't matter. So there you can see how it's looking now. All mixed up, lots of really great vegetables now in this salad. Now she's gonna put in the crushed, she's gonna put in the lime. She's putting on all the lime here. And sugar. About a fourth a cup of sugar. And the fish sauce. Three tablespoons of fish sauce. And then we have to mix it up really well again. There's Sue there, mixing it up. Now we're putting in some dried red peppers. Just put in about a half a tablespoon there. Just gonna mix it all up together. You can use any type of dried peppers that you can find.
I'm 15 phút.
Now we're gonna let it sit for 15 minutes. So when we let it sit here, we just cover it up with sort of the saran wrap, or if you have a lid or anything you want, you can cover it up here. So that's cover it up like that. And we're gonna put it in the refrigerator. Now I'm gonna show you the easy way that she's kind of shredding up the chicken here. So she's making sure the water's gone, and then she just takes these gloves on and just sort of shreds it into pieces. You don't have to cut it, you can just sort of shred it. This is like kind of the easy way to do it, just get it into really small pieces. That's how you want it to sort of be in the salad. You want it to be very like small pieces. And if there's some parts that you don't need, she's taking them away. But you can just see here, you can just shred them into small pieces like this. And that's all you need to do for the chicken. So we have cut up here, we've cut up the mint, we've smashed the fresh garlic, and we have also cut up the red chilies. So this is all in preparation to be able to mix the salad together. Now we're putting the chicken in a bowl, and she's putting in a teaspoon, about half a teaspoon of salt, and some pepper. Just enough to sort of cover it. Going to mix it up. And we're just going to allow that to sit too with the rest of it. So the chicken's been prepared. I want to show you this close up here. These are the vegetables that have been in the refrigerator, and you can see that, you know, some of the water is starting to come out of them. So this is the idea that why you want to have it in the refrigerator, and you want to have the vegetables sit for a little while. And you can take them out and mix them and put them back in if you want. I want you to see how she's doing this. So she's taking some of the water out of the vegetables, because the vegetables kind of gets water when you do this process. So you can see she's sort of taking them out. She's using her gloves and sort of taking the vegetables out, the water out of the vegetables. You can see how much water there was that came out of them. So you don't want this to be soggy. You want the water to come out of the vegetables before you serve this. Now that we've taken the water out of the vegetables, we're putting it back in. She's gonna put the chicken in now, the shredded chicken, mix them up together with the vegetables. So it's very important that you get the water out, because a lot of water is gonna come out of these vegetables when you do this process. So it's very important to get the water out of them. Otherwise your salad will be soggy and it's not going to be very nice. So now, you know, we're mixing the chicken. So she's been kind of layering a little bit, mixing it just so it's easier to mix up. See, right now it's all mixing together. See, now you've got the chicken in there with the vegetables. Now she's going to be putting in the garlic. The other soy, the garlic. Okay, the fresh mint. And a little bit of chili. She might leave some of the chili out. She's going to leave it out a little bit and mix all this together. And then we're going to put in the peanuts. And the last is going to put in the dried onions. Right, the dried onions, right. The crispy dried onions, you want them to be sort of crispy. see the salad has so many great ingredients. You just mix it all up together. So again, remind everyone, get the water out of it, or this will not be crisp, it will be a very wet salad. I'm just gonna put it back onto a plate there, out of the bowl. Okay. And there we go, right there. And she puts those little red peppers on the top. And that's the salad. Here we go again, I'm gonna show you another close-up view. So here's the salad right here. So we're here eating now, and Afong and Zoom, Afong's gonna show you, she's putting them on a little bit of a cracker here. And then you just eat it. And that's how you eat this. This is Anita from A Bus on a Dusty Road, and thank you so much for listening. If you were able to make this and want to send us some photos, we'd love to see what you were able to do. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also check out our blog, A Bus on a Dusty Road. We have some other great recipes there. Thank you so much for listening, my friend.